kick of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Dogs are on the move. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They come to the line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. On the move at the 30. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quick handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Really good job by this defense, man. Fourth down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on fourth down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
The Gators headed quickly to the line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He rifles one deep to the left. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's ball. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Just keeps moving. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll open the second half with a run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbling really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes a handoff. It's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Absolutely center cut, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Under fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2 possession.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
The short hands. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Frazier. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third down, going up top. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number one. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's White. He stopped just inches short, had a good catch, tried to get it in, but was denied. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Gives him the big stiff arm. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. With jet sweep pass. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. At the 35. Open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Slips it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. to the air. It's Lagway. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's loose. He's knocked out of bounds, and he still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia going up tempo.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything.
He uncorks one deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad...
Taking it the other way. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Steps away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job of taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Skips away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole...
in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Spot. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Ready? Break. Single, single. Back 18.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Harvey. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Gators want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch him off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Frazier. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Hines is back in the middle. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Hits the afterburners.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Can't get him to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
To throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Delp. It's a running room. Inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on 1st down. The screen, he can go. Ernie on the Jets. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Oh, better look out. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Lagway. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, "Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot." And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Let's go.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on 2nd down.
Single.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Flushed out of the pocket. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it and throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. The give to the back. blocked in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first.
Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Gets it past the marker. The Bulldogs will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Reads it, fires complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Hawkins. The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's McCray. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The play-action fake. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's dealt. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires one high and deep. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Jackson. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Wilson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going downfield for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find the receiver, and down he goes. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Bell. On the move at the 30. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Branch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Pulls it in, the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Dogs! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Single. Blue 22.
Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
On the move, it's Frazier.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. When you're best and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's caught. It's Hawkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. Gets away. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking for room, it's Frazier.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gators in the hurry up. DB's right up on the receivers. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. The option look. Quick toss. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You could tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Another 4th down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Trying play action. He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominate.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now improvising. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. The snap sets up the throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. To the air on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll line up to go for 2. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air on first down. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Now all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe